Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Look, there are some very easy credit unions for you to join that offer up to $100,000 in personal loans as well as lines of credit. Okay. And I always tell you guys that when it comes to credit unions that offer the personal loans as well as the line of credit, always go for the line of credits because you only get charged on what you actually use. So if you get $100,000 from this credit union, then and only use $50,000, they only charge you interest on that. Okay, so that's the reason why I continue to tell you guys to find out which credit unions. As a matter of fact, I got a list of credit unions, all right, that's going to help you. Now, some of these are better than the other, okay? Now, here's the thing about it, like Connector Credit Union, okay? So with Connector Credit Union, they are on the West Coast. However, anybody can join them. So they're not geo-restricted. So that's the good part about it. Anybody can join them. Now, you're going to use Experian FICO 9. So that's very good because you are dealing with a low-hanging fruit. All right. So that's something that you definitely should check out. Now, also, please remember, when you're going for the line of credit, okay, they offer the loans in the line of credit up to $100,000. Okay. I would focus on the line of credit, okay, instead of the loan. Now, the interest rate on that line of credit is going to be about a point higher than on the loan. But at the same time, once you get approved for that line of credit, you don't have to apply for it anymore. However, when you use that loan, get approved for that loan, and you pay it back, you have to apply for it again. So that's the reason why I tell you all to go for that line of credit. Plus, when they do the pull for that line of credit, you can also use that same pull for a car loan as well as a credit card. Okay, so that's the good part about it, is being able to recycle one hard pull to be able to get multiple products. All right, now here's the thing about it with some of these credit unions. Also, just remember, with credit unions, they are very finicky on their DTI. Okay, their debt to income ratio. All right, so you're looking definitely between 50-55% DTI. Now, the credit score, that average credit score for your Experian FICO 9, okay, so you want to be at least about a 660 credit score. All right, now since it is a FICO 9 score, they will accept if you add authorized users on the credit file. So this is also going to help you by them you adding the authorized users, because it's also going to help you age the credit file. Right now, also with the utilities and the rental payments as well. Right, not only does the utilities and rental payments, they also help with the aging also of the credit file. Okay, so that's the reason why you can add those on, especially when you don't have the best credit. So I would also say, make sure that when you join this credit union, okay, you want to get the checking account, the savings account. If you're able to do the direct deposit, definitely do the direct deposit. Okay, now direct deposit, savings account, checking account, and also getting a CD. Now, here's another thing. They do offer business credit cards and business loans as well. So anybody can get those also. So you don't have to be geo-restricted to get those products from them. All right. So that's the first one. Then you have Alliant Federal Credit Union. They pull TransUnion. Okay. Now, with their situation is that, with Alliance situation is that they don't offer business products. All right. However, they do offer up to $100,000 on the loan. All right. So that's the reason why they're on the list. Okay. Now, another one is Mission Fed Credit Union. Now, Mission Fed Credit Union, they're out of San Diego. All right. However, they do offer up to $100,000 in your personal loans. All right. So that's something that's good to think about. All right. Then you also have the Los Angeles Police Federal Credit Union. All right. Now they hard pull Experian. However, they do offer the lines of credit and they offer the loans as well. All right. Now, you have this credit union out here, again, that anybody can join. And I really like them because I used to bank with them. And that's Westcom, okay? I think it's like $1 to open up a savings account. Now with Westcom, they offer the $100,000 line of credit. They offer the $100,000 loan, okay? And again, you can also use that same thing to get a credit card as well. All right. Now, in terms of when you trying to get like $100,000, that's a lot of money for you to expect from an institution. I would tell you most institutions, they're probably going to start you out maybe with 25, 30,000. Again, it's a lot of money. Plus, you're able to actually get a credit card on top of that. So that's not bad. So just keep in mind that these here credit unions that's offering this type of money, you definitely, I would not expect to get $100,000 right away. All right. Now you also have Patelco. Okay. So with Patelco, they offer $100,000 on the loans and lines of credit as well. And they pull Experian. Okay. So that's also one that you definitely want to check out. All right. Now, here's my favorite that I always talk about. And the reason is because they're dominant. When it comes to loans and line of credit, this credit union is dominant, hands down. Okay. And that's the State Department Federal Credit Union. Not only does it give you the $100,000 loan, they give you the $100,000 line of credit. They give up to $100,000 credit card. But on top of that, they actually give you 90 days. When you get the loan, they actually give you 90 days before you make your first payment. So that's the reason why I like them, okay? Because Navy Federal doesn't do it. Now, granted, like I said, people scratch their heads because with Navy Federal, you can have an 800 credit score. And if you have too high of a DTI and you're brand new to Navy Federal, they're still not going to give you a loan. Now, somebody, again, it's strange, but like if you have a 580 credit score, they'll give you a $25,000 credit card. All right. But in the back end of that, like I said, if they going to give you a $25,000 credit card, you just liquidate it. You get that Go card, that Go prepaid card, and you transfer the balance from the credit card over to that prepaid card, and you use it like that to be able to get access to that money. All right. Now, here's something else. So you have Trilliant. Okay. Now, Trilliant does not go up to $100,000. Okay. They go up to $50,000. However, they give you 90 days to make your first payment. So they'll give you up to $50,000 on a credit card, $50,000 line of credit, and a loan. And again, you can double dip with that credit union as well. So being able to give you credit unions that you can actually go in, you don't have to have a real high score, because some of these credit unions, believe it or not, if you're hovering around a 620 credit score, you still may qualify for a loan with some of these here credit unions. All right. And the good part about a lot of these credit unions that I talk about is that they are inquiry sensitive. So what I mean by that, being inquiry sensitive, is that if you have, I usually tell you, you're in the danger zone when you usually have between 6 to 8 inquiries on a file. However, with some of these credit unions, they may look over that and still approve you for their personal loans and lines of credit. All right. So that's the reason why these here credit unions I talk about, because they have a lot more flexibility. All right. Now, if you guys have any other question about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.